Huawei is back with a new pair of true wireless headphones, and I have them here in my hands, the FreeBuds Pro 3. And I want to do a quick unboxing and quick review, so let's get started. So here we have the box, and as you can see, Huawei FreeBuds Pro 3 with the HWHNA high-res audio and high-res wireless audio there as well. There you can see the buds themselves. Let me just put them away. And then we have flap here for, as you can see here, materials like we have USB A to C cable. We have some ear tips and of course some manuals there as well. So not very interesting. Around the box we can see one of those cool features, dual speaker premium sound. So no DVLA anymore, but we have still dual speakers. We have pure voice 2.0 and intelligent dynamic ANC 3.0, IP54 rated water resistance and dust resistance, dual device connection, and triple adaptive EQ. So very interesting. And let's get this out of here. Let's open them up. And this is the charging box, Huawei logo at the back, and at the front we have a charging LED, and inside we have the headphones. The headphones are in my ear actually, because you're hearing this sound all the time already from the FreeBuds Pro 3, because yes, they are Kirin based again, so they have a Kirin chip inside, and this allows us to use the 20 kilohertz high Bluetooth transfer microphone rate, which is pretty useful for doing such things like vlogging or something like this, or what I'm doing here right now, unboxing. What we can see here is the new hinge on the charging box, which is now inside, so you don't have this hinge outside anymore. And we'll do a comparison, not in this video, but later on in another video with the FreeBuds Pro 2 as well, but you don't see the hinge here. So the hinge is now integrated into the charging box, which is quite nice. The charging box has a multi-color LED, which will blink white when it's in charging, in pairing mode, and when it's like green when it's like fully charged, and red when it's not charged. And this is what you can get here. I have the silver version here. You can see the pairing button as well. If you have to pair it because you don't have a Huawei device, you press and hold it for longer until this LED flashes white, and then you have the possibility to charge, to pair them up. Then we have USB Type-C connector here. Fast, quick charging is possible with this one. And we have a hole here, and this hole is for searching for the case. So the case has a nice tweeter inside here as well. It's a little speaker there that can beep as well. And you have the possibility to find your case as well if you're searching for your earbuds, which is quite nice. So let's take a look at the one of the earbuds. Here we have one of those earbuds. You can see the Huawei logo there. You can see you have the silver version here. Actually, I think Silver Frost it's called. We have a sensor there for wear detection, which is quite nice. And I'm still recording with the other earbud in my ear, so it's using the right earbud by default, I think, for recording. There we have a hole as well. We have several microphones there as well. Here is the main speaker, and we have this stem design that is a bit more boxy, as you can see. In terms of battery life, we don't have any improvement to the predecessor, maybe like half an hour longer. That's everything that we get there. So that means like with ANC on 4.5 hours, without ANC like 6 hours, I think, or 6.5 hours. Then we have some microphones and charging ports as well. And this typical design that we already know from the FreeBuds Pro 2, which work quite nice and fits nicely in your ear. I have the large ear tips here right on with me, and let's put them into the ear and let's take a look at how they fit. So here I have the earbuds already in my ears. Just take them like this and then put them in your ear, twist them a little slightly and just put them in until they fit. And this fits very nicely, looks okay, I would say. It's not too long, I would say. I think the older FreeBuds generation was a little bit too long. This one I think is still okay. It fits nicely in your ear, has a good ceiling. I don't have any issues with those FreeBuds Pro 3 here in my ears. Nice, comfortable. Also, I could lie and sleep with them without any issues, which is quite nice. They don't have any pressures. They are controlled like the FreeBuds Pro 2 already, and I think the FreeBuds Pro 1 think also had this already, like this pinch gesture. So you pinch to control them. I don't want to pinch right now, but you have like also a swipe gesture to control. So swipe on the stem up and down to control the volume, and pinch gestures to stop and start recording. Also taking a call, long press to, I think, end a call or decline a call, and also long press to switch between ANC mode on, transparency mode on, and then off completely, so everything off. And then double tap to go back on the left, and I think on the right is double tap to go forward one song, which is quite nice. And yeah, you have some controls in the application as well. I will show the application right now. So we here are on my Huawei Mate 60 Pro, and I have the AI Live app here. This you can download for iOS, you can also download for other Android devices. And here I have the Huawei FreeBuds Pro free inside, and you can see on the Mate 60 Pro, it's supporting the very, very good lossless codec here, which uses L2HC, which is their own codec, which allows you to use up to 1.5 megabits per second. So basically CD quality as wireless transmission rate, which is quite cool. This is only working currently on this Chinese devices with the Kirin 9000S, so the Mate 60 Pro that I'm having here, or the Mate X5, and I think probably in the future also some other devices. But the older devices, sadly not, even the Kirin equipped devices don't support this here because it requires new technology. We can see the left and right indicator here 100%. They're put together. There's not like one left and one right having different kind of battery levels here. And the case, charging case, it's shown up here as well. We have the connection center where we can show which devices it's connecting to. It can connect to two devices simultaneously, and this also with LDAC or L2HC, so those high bitrate codecs enabled. And I can, from this connection center, just simply switch to another phone. As you can see here, I already used a computer, I used the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, and I think another phone there as well. Then I have noise control. I can turn off the noise cancellation or awareness mode. Noise cancellation has been improved tremendously. It's very, very good. If you have noise cancellation on, your surroundings are like blending out, is I think on par with maybe the Sony XM5s and other devices. Of course, I think Bose's new quiet earbuds are still a bit better, but I think it's on par now in terms of noise cancellation with the Sonys. In terms of awareness modes, it's still good, but I don't hear much of an improvement there in comparison to the FreeBuds Pro 2. So it's still good, but I think in terms of awareness, they still have to improve a little bit upon this. Then we have HD spatial audio, which is like enabled here, or not enabled. You can turn it on if you want to for more spacious kind of audio effects, which is quite interesting. It's also playing back something on your ear, so you hear what's going on and how it will look like, or listen to the effect. Then we have some sound effects here. We have default, bass boost, treble boost, voices, symphony, and hi-fi live. We can go on to more, and then we have a plus button here where we can add our own sound effect and save this with all the tunings that we want to do with this equalizer, which is quite nice as well. Under sound quality, we have some special sound qualities here. We have the possibility priority connection quality is by default on, the first one, but I go to priority sound quality, and here, like I said, on this special Huawei Kirin chips enabled, you can see enjoy lossless sound quality with a bitrate as high as 1.5 megabits per second, uses more power, may lag. This option is only available here this 1.5 megabits per second is only available with the Kirin equipped chips. Otherwise, it will switch on the Xiaomi, for example, to the LDAC codec if I turn on priority sound quality, which is then 990 kilobits per second as the bitrate here. Otherwise, you can also, by default, it's on the Xiaomi device and probably other Android devices using AAC by default, which is like the priority connection quality. And but LDAC is working fine as well. I didn't have any issues with those. One of the better LDAC devices. I think some have some issues with stuttering, like the Sony devices, for example. This one doesn't have this, so I really like this. However, the 1.5 Mbit per second is also, it's a very high bitrate, and I noticed already when using this here, if I go to another room, or for example, I have sometimes some stuttering there, so you have to be close by your phone, so the range is not as good as others. So it's not using the Nearlink technology by Huawei, which is also introduced. It's just using Bluetooth still, but probably with some extras here and there. Then record with earphones is what I'm doing right now, and I can choose a pickup mode, so voices, for example. You can see supports HD recording for premium quality. Max bandwidth is 20 kilohertz, which is quite good for Bluetooth device. And I will also give you a microphone test later on without this special microphone mode. So if you don't have this latest Huawei devices, for example, the Xiaomi 13 Ultra or another device like the Honor Magic 5 Pro that doesn't have the support for this, how it will sound like. Then we have the gesture controls. Here we have the different gestures. Like I said, pinch twice for rejecting a call. It's not pressing and holding, it's rejecting a call. Pinch twice, and pinch once for answering or ending a call. Then pinch once for play and pause. Pinch twice for next song. Pinch 3 times is actually for previous song. So it's not in left and right a possibility to change. And pinch and hold is here for noise control only. And then the swipe is for volume up and down. And then of course we have the find earphone buttons, check for updates, and some further settings. Let's check out the settings a little bit more. So here we have the possibility to turn on or off the wear detection. And we also have the dynamic latency, which will automatically switch to low audio latency mode when I'm playing games, for example. So there's a gaming mode enabled, but it's happening automatically here. I don't think you can turn it on manually. And then the Bluetooth audio codec we can set up here. On my Mate 60 Pro, it's using the L2HC codec, which is the highest codec, but I can also go to LDAC, which, especially on older devices, will give you, especially also older Huawei devices, will give you a higher audio quality there as well. So these are all the settings. This is the basic AI Live app that is available here on my Huawei device. Of course, this app, like almost the same, besides maybe the sound quality setting here for recording with earphones, is available also on other devices like the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, even an iPhone, where the iPhone I think has a little bit of more limitations still. But nevertheless, I think I like this app very, very much. They have almost everything that I need in here. The only thing that I can criticize is the gestures. I would like to have the possibility to change those gestures for left and right earbud individually. That would help tremendously. Otherwise, I'm happy with the settings here. And I'm pretty sure that had that in the FreeBuds Pro 2, if I'm not completely mistaken. But nevertheless, I think a very, very good app here. What do you think about the application? So you saw in the settings that there was a recording mode, 20 kilohertz mode for the Kirin 9000S equipped smartphones with, or Kirin equipped smartphones with the option for voice enhanced microphone. This is what I used throughout the whole video here, but now I switch to the surroundings mode, and I think you hear a little bit more of bass maybe in my voice as well, because it's not filtering out so much. And maybe you're also hearing a little bit about my surroundings. Now I'm directly next to the aquarium here, so there's a little bit of water noise going on, and the pump is running as well. Probably you will hear something as well, because this is the right earbud is used for the recording here, and probably you will hear a little bit more about my surroundings. So this is how it will sound when you are using the surrounding mode. I think this might be very good for vlogging as well, if you want to pick up a little bit of the surrounding voices and noises as well. What do you think about this one? And this is now a test using the Honor Magic 5 Pro. This is every other Android smartphone calling quality probably, or any other Android smartphone that doesn't support this high 20 kilohertz microphone mode, how it will sound like. So probably for calls, it's also using the HD call quality mode here. But I think this is the quality that you can expect from any other smartphone if you don't have one of those modern Huawei smartphones or the older Kirin equipped Huawei smartphone. Then this is the sound quality that you will get with the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 3. What do you think about the quality here? Do a little bit walk and talk about the sound quality of the FreeBuds Pro 3, and this is the last time I hold the box probably. The FreeBuds Pro 3, as you can see here in my ears, and I'm still using the internal microphone, the microphone here on the FreeBuds Pro 3, are a pretty good pair. From the sound stage, it's not the widest for sure. What we'll have here is like around around your head, this like kind of sound stage. It's still okay. You have also details there for sure that you can hear, different instruments that you can hear from where they're coming, but they're not like sitting on a big sound stage or something like this. It's a typical V shape, so it's a mainstream kind of sound that you get with elevated bass and elevated highs, where the upper mids are also a little bit elevated, so voices are crystal clear but not sibilant in any way or form. Male voices sound a bit warm, and female voices sound just like they should sound, not too warm. And we have a nice roll off in the highs as well. So they're not too detailed in the highs or in the bass level, but they give you a nice mainstream kind of sound that I like even more than the FreeBuds Pro 2, so the predecessor, that has a little bit of like something lacking there. A little bit of punch in the bass maybe lacking, and the highs here, they are a little bit better. The cool thing is, if you don't like the original sounds tuning, you can change the sound tuning. We have several presets there in the application, as I showed you, and you have an equalizer, so you can change it the way you like it. I still have to test them against the Honor Earbuds 3 Pro that I liked a little bit better than the FreeBuds Pro 2, and those I like better than the FreeBuds Pro 2, so maybe they can compete. Maybe the Earbuds 3 Pro from Honor are a bit better still. I have to check that out again. But what I really like are the extra features here that you could get with them, like the microphone that are used here for pretty much the whole video for recording the audio, which is quite nice as well. I like that it's now available for all platforms, so iOS users can now also enjoy the superiority of this audio, at least as long as you're using AAC, only because there's sadly no LDAC, so high quality audio on iPhones is still a little bit lackluster if you don't use a cable. Otherwise, what I can tell you about them, price-wise, they're a bit too high, I would say. 150 euros would be okay, 200 euros now, just a little bit too much. And I would suggest either you wait for the new Huawei P70 maybe arriving next year, or another bundle, maybe a new MatePad Pro 13.2 arriving in Europe. I hope it will arrive here, and you get a bundled version. Or you wait until the prices go down until 160 euros, 170 euros maybe. Then it might be something where you could get it. Otherwise, if you have the money and you want the best sound quality, then get it. If you have the FreeBuds Pro 2 and you're not using a Huawei phone with a Kirin chip, there's actually no real benefit that you can get out of them. Yeah, the noise cancelling quality for voice calls is pretty nice, even like if you're not using Huawei phones. The ANC is a big improvement for sure. But how much are you using ANC? You have to decide for yourself when it comes to this. So overall, I really like the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 3 a lot. It's a good improvement over the FreeBuds Pro 2, where if you're using Huawei phone, it's a big improvement, especially if you want to have lossless audio with them, which is quite good with 1.5 Mbits per second, which is like super cool. The best quality that you can get with true wireless headphones right now. That's it. The best headset that you can get in terms of quality, true wireless quality that you can get, but only with a Huawei phone, and only with a Huawei phone that's currently only available in China. So you have to import the Huawei phone from China to get the best quality here. And otherwise, I like them very much. Call quality is good. The sound you heard already is very good. I still have to test it out for going outdoors when there's a bit of wind going on. Can I use them as wireless microphones? And you just don't use my normal wireless mic, just have them all the time in my ears for doing like this kind of videos. It would be awesome to do such thing. I already tried to do it with the FreeBuds Pro, the first version, and even put a little wind filter there, put them here on my collar to use them as wireless mics. And probably I can also do this with those ones here, but probably I hope I don't have to use a wind muff or something like this to put over the microphones, because they are, canceling out the wind noises. That would be pretty awesome. So here we are outside now with the FreeBuds Pro 3 in my ears, and it's a bit of windy going on, so there's a slight breeze coming, maybe a little bit harder now. How good are the wireless microphones here on the FreeBuds Pro 3? Are they filtering out the wind, even like a bit harsher wind that is coming right now? You see it maybe not in my hair, but there's a harsher wind, believe me, and cars passing by and other people going by. What do you think about the audio quality here with the FreeBuds Pro 3 using as wireless microphone for my Huawei Mate 60 Pro? What do you think about the quality here? I hope I gave you a nice little test on those as well, and hopefully I'm able to use them in the future as well. So what do you think about the Huawei FreeBuds Pro free? Do you own Huawei FreeBuds? Are you planning on upgrading, or are you planning on switching from the AirPods, from the Google Pixel Buds Pro, or any other headphones? Just write it down in the comment section. That's everything for the short little video about the Huawei FreeBuds Pro free. And until the next time, bye.